Hello Aries, Elsie here to do a reading for you. I'm just showing up here today to throw down some bonus reads for you. This is always the part of the week where I say thank you for all the ways that you've loved on me this week. Thank you for your clicks and your views. Thank you for your hypes and all of that. Your thumbs up, it all adds up to here. Thank you so much for all of that, my fire family. Aries, let's find out what is going on for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter signs. Please do not forget, private reads are open. Check the pinned comment for your link to Hypsee, where all my packages and pricing can be viewed. Let's find out what's going on for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. This bonus read just to say thanks. Let's find out what's going on. We've got, the Page of Cups. Why is that? We've got the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, look, this is where we stop and say, look, I'm not telling you you're going to win the lottery. But when surprises start showing up for abundance, I start to question what the universe has in store for you. So I'm going to say that somebody here is going to get some good news regarding something that matches the Pentacle world. And that means time, effort, energy, money, your health, some sort of stability, some sort of abundance. It could be something that ends up being really long-term stable. But the Page of Cups is good news. It can very much be a surprise, something you're not expecting. Let's find out what else we've got here. We've got the Knight of Wands. Look, and it's coming at you fast. I'm going to say that this surprise or this good news that's coming at you is coming at you pretty quick. It also feels like it's going to be a bit destabilizing. It's going to rock the boat. Just a little bit here. It's going to rock the boat for you, my friend. I feel that it's something that is going to be stabilizing for a long period of time. So please don't worry about this Knight of Wands, because the Knight of Wands sometimes end up being a little bit unstable because this is energy that is moving super fast, right? So it is energy that is moving toward you here. I'm going to say be brave because I don't think you're expecting it. In fact, I feel like you're like, phew, finally, that chapter of my life is closed. Like it feels like you're focused on something completely and totally different than what is actually happening. So I would say for the Four of Swords, it feels like you just finally closed a chapter, that you can finally heal from what went on back there. It may have not have been catastrophic, understand, but I do see the 10 of Pentacles as abundance in your health. So it could be something that you have and something here that you have healed from. So maybe you're getting a clean bill of health, or the doctor's got good news for you. But it feels like you're going to get good news and it's going to be stable. It's going to bring clarity to the mind. Fours are always about stability. It feels like the World card being here tells me this is a milestone or an achievement. But when it first shows up, it's going to destabilize you just a little bit, because you're not expecting it. There we go, but everything comes back into order here. We get you back into order. We get you out of the wobble. Things now are, I'm holding my position straight up. You are in balance again. So let's talk about this, because it feels like there is something at the Two of Wands here. Look at that. It feels like there is something you've been waiting on, because the Two of Wands is having a plan, but not necessarily taking the action, waiting at the crossroads, waiting for all of the information, waiting, right? And then the Ace of Cups is here. I didn't realize that this pearl was sitting here. Like it feels like something's going to be revealed to you because the Sun is here. Well, let's find out what all that's about. Aries, tell me about the 10 of Pentacles for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got the Four of Wands. Are you buying a house? We've got the Hierophant. Are you getting married? We've got the Emperor here. Look, I feel like somebody is about to, if you are somebody who owns your own business, you're about to get a whole pile of business showing up for you here. If you're a person who is maybe in a relationship, to me the Four of Wands is going to the next level, and right next to it is the Hierophant. So this reading could be about somebody who's in a relationship and ready to go to the next level. I think that might be what the good news is for you, that you're going to be celebrating moving in together, or just moving the relationship to a committed place because the Hierophant is here. So it does feel like there is it could be a recommitment, understand? But the Emperor tells me this is happening within your empire, my friend. So this is something that's happening in your immediate 3D, something that has to do with your personal life. We're not talking about work. I mean, the Ten of Pentacles could be the raise or the promotion. It definitely could be that takes you to a more committed place within the empire that you work in. It feels like, though, the Emperor doesn't really do anything without being really damn sure that that's what they want. So it feels like there's something here you've been waiting on. Maybe you've put in for a mortgage for a house, or you didn't think that you were going to win the bid on the house. In the places, those of you who have bidding wars on houses, it feels like something here is working out in your favor. And as it turns out, this thing is going to be long-term stability, friend, or a long-term relationship. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. We've got the Six of Wands, and we've got the Seven of Cups. So I feel as though you were feeling overwhelmed at the fact that possibly when this shows up, I feel like you will be emotionally overwhelmed for sure, but I think that you were more overwhelmed with the illusion. Like maybe I'm getting too excited for nothing. Maybe nothing's going to happen. They're not going to give me the job. I'm not going to get the mortgage. I'm not going to get the raise or the promotion. I'm going to say I feel like you're going to get it. I feel like the answer is yes. Maybe you have applied for a job and you're waiting, but it feels like the Six of Wands tells me that it's going to put you out into the spotlight. And you're going, like, this is going to be a time of rejoicing for you. You get to drop a big fat burden here because the Six is here and so is the Four of Wands. And that to me is the dropping of some sort of financial burden you've been carrying, some sort of emotional burden you've been carrying. I'm going to say that as the Emperor, this finally confirms that you've been moving in the right direction because now you own the empire, which means that maybe you got that promotion or the raise. It feels like, yeah, somebody is saying, there you go, there's your long-term thing. The Queen of Pentacles is here, and the Queen of Pentacles is in the pre-Empress energy. And so this is somebody who has learned to watch their money, their dollars and cents, somebody who's really good with their diet. So if you're a person who's not been well, it feels like this also could mean that you're healing from something that was going on within the body, that you're going to get some good news about that. The Six of Wands tells me that you've been in a dark place. The Six of Wands, yes, is victory. It's having the spotlight. It's people cheering you on. Everybody's excited because you're finally getting what you want. But I feel like the Six of Wands is also telling me I came from the war and I came from the fight. And people are not only cheering you on because now you're getting the thing that you have worked so hard for, but I think also because nothing ever goes right for you, Aries. It's like you ask for something and there's always 14 other things that you've got to do before you can get to the thing that you want. We've got the Knight of Wands, which is pulling the Hermit, the Ten of Swords, and the Sun. Something's about to be revealed to you. There's no more waiting, my friend. It really does feel that you've been waiting for so long that it feels like, no, this is never going to happen for me. It's just not going to happen. Good things like this never happen for me. I think you're a person who's used to living with betrayal, getting your hopes up and then having them dashed. But I'm going to say with the Hermit energy here, there's nothing you missed. You looked over every detail. There's nothing you missed. I also feel like you've been manifesting it big time. It feels as though you've been healing yourself from past disappointments and something is about to be revealed to you. But look, it comes in like the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is destabilizing because it comes in so quickly. So I feel like you're like, there we go, here it is. And that's not what it is. It feels like it's not what you think it is. Let's talk about the Sun for a second. What's going to be revealed here? We've got the Knight, sorry, not the Knight, but the King of Cups. We've got the Queen of Wands. Oh, and the King of Swords. Look, there's some big deals going on here. I feel like you were brave enough to take a big, bold move. You're like, you know what? I'm just gonna go there and I'm gonna make it up as I go along, which is very Aries of you. It's very, it's giving, I'm not going to ask for permission. I'm going to ask for forgiveness. I'm going to say that you're doing that because you are the Queen of Wands energy, whether you're the man or the woman, the feminine or the masculine. You're somebody who has been through this life of the Six of Wands, made it out of the dark place, and now you're resilient. You're like, nah, it's fine. I'm made of rubber. I'll bounce. It's all good. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. But the King of Cups is here. What you don't see is something is hiding under the surface that is going to make you feel super excited. But it's also going to balance you, because guess what we've got here? King of Cups, Queen of Wands, water and fire are temperance. So in a moment of alchemy, something here is going to balance itself out. Somebody's making a judgment behind the scenes right now. I feel like something is in someone else's hands, a judge, a lawyer, a doctor, a magistrate, whatever the King of Swords represents for you. Somebody who has the last word, the final word on something. Something is about to go right for you. Tell me why the Four of Swords is here. Four of Swords is bringing us the Five of Wands, the Ace of Wands. You know what the Five of Wands and Ace of Wands just gave me in my mind's eye here? Somebody who's sitting on a motorcycle going, like, I feel like you're just ready to go. Just give me the word, man, and I'm going to go. I think there's a little bit of indecision here, but when the Five of Wands is here and then the Six shows up, the Sixth Wand, this is excitement. This is go get it. It's yours. Just go run and get it. I feel like the Six of Wands is showing up here because the Six of Wands is here. There is indecision. And I feel like whatever is showing up here is going to clear up your indecision. No more worry. I feel like it's the end of worry. Now, what's being revealed to you is all the reasons why the other things didn't work. So maybe you're feeling denied by the universe. Maybe you're feeling like, look, it never works out for me. I don't know what you're talking about, crazy lady from Canada. I feel like there's something here that's going to be revealed to you, that the reason you did have to put up with the betrayal, the reason you did put up with the things that were ending quickly and not for you, was because there was some learning yet to do. I feel like in the learning, we come up with this realization that you didn't have all the lessons you needed before you were going to go get the thing that is yours now. It feels like you had to learn some stuff, right? King of Swords is present. You had to learn some things before you could have the thing that you wanted. But please understand that there might have been 5 other things that didn't work out for you. Maybe the relationship, the house, the job, whatever it is. Now you're going to see why you had to wait. Tell me about the World card. Because your old chapter is about to close here, friend. And what does that mean, right? The World card and the Ten of Wands tells me that you can finally drop some sort of a burden you've been carrying for a whole damn cycle. For a whole 21 major arcanas, right? That's the life path. So it feels like you're going to be able to drop some sort of burden that you've been carrying here. It feels like it was the burden of not being able to have it in your own hands. So the King of Wands is your energy. And so I feel like you're like, no, but that's mine and it's out of my hands. I can't do anything about it. Because the Five of Pentacles and the King of Wands, it feels like you had nothing else that you could do at this point but close the old chapter and wait. Wait for balance to arrive. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles. Wait for the decision to arrive, my friend. We've got the Star, the Three of Wands, and the Three of Swords. I feel like this is telling me, look, I don't want to wait anymore. I don't want to wait anymore for the healing. I don't want to wait anymore. I want to know, am I doing well or am I not? Am I healing or am I not? So it feels like it could be a healing of finances. Maybe something is going to finally start going good with your finances here, my friend, because we've got the Two Pentacles, and I feel like this is the place where you get balance before you get into the Queen of Pentacles energy and the Emperor energy. You see, like there's a scale here. You go from a place where things weren't going right at all and everything was falling in to the next stage, which is, okay, I've got a little bit of stability, to the next stage, which is the Emperor energy. So I feel like the Three of Swords is here. And I feel like you are scared, almost scared to look into the future because you don't want to see what's waiting there for you. It's like I can barely look at it. I'm just going to cover my eyes and I'm not going to look. I'm just going to wait for this decision to show up. Got the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. It could be romantic for some of you, or it could have something to do with someone that you've already bonded with. Like maybe you went for an interview. This is the interviewer for me. Maybe you went for an interview and you're like, but we got on so great. There's no way that they can say no. But I think you've had to wait a long while. But this is going to set you up for some great stability and abundance going into the future here. Tell me what else Aries needs to know. We've got the Five of Cups. So you're sitting around like, oh my God, this is never working out. I don't know what that crazy lady is saying, but this is never working out. But look, the Knight of Cups is here. The thing is this, is I feel like you'd be okay even if it didn't, because I feel like you've learned the lessons in the Hermit energy, and it makes me feel like, look, I've learned to live without it. So if it didn't show up, it wouldn't be the thing that would devastate my life. But I think you're still worrying that it's not going to show up, but I think it is. because I think you've been without whatever this thing is long enough to learn the lesson, to really be careful with it, adore it, and not need it. You're looking at it now as a blessing instead of an entitlement or having to need it, because the Emperor doesn't need for anything. I said I felt like you were on the motorcycle, right? So there we go. Yeah, it feels like this abundance here, or it feels like you planted a seed back there, so you invested in something. It could be, you're getting dividends or you're getting interest or something. It feels like it is to do with wealth, time, energy, effort. It does feel like it is coming in kind of aggressively and quickly, like I said with the Knight of Wands, but also the Strength card is here. Now this Strength card gives me a different look at the Strength card than all the other ones do. It seems to me that your eyes are closed and you're scared to look at what's in the future. I don't want to see it, right? The Nine of Swords is there. I don't want to see yet one other thing be denied, and I'm just over being denied of the things that I want. I feel like you need to open your eyes and face that fear. Yeah, because her eyes are closed, right? You can feel it's in the room with you here, friend, but you're not opening your eyes to that fear. We have the Six of Cups. So we have something here. You've been on a really long mission, I would say, to your goal. And it feels like you've had this Six of Cups energy, which makes me feel like nostalgia. Like, before everything went to shit, before the Six of Wands is here, right? Before everything started falling apart in the dark night of the soul, I'm feeling like back there was better times. So what's coming in the future? I don't even want to open my eyes to see what's coming in the future, because I feel like you've been in this place for such a long time where things aren't going your way. Well, my friend, it feels like something that is deeply emotional for you is going to be rewarded to you, because you are made of rubber, friend. It feels like you're on the way to do a bounce back. You're going to be bouncing back from something here, because somebody is saying something in your favor, and you are about to come to the end of this journey, and there is a pentacle waiting there for you, right? The pentacle that you planted back there, that you invested in. Something here is about to pay out. It's about to pay out here. All right. I'm going to leave us right here, Aries. Thank you so much for being here and watching. I don't know what this is about, but if you want to tell me in the comments, I always love to see you in the comments. Thank you so much for your thumbs up and the way you love me. I appreciate you so very much. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back, because I am always back. Thanks, Aries. Bye-bye.